Why is horse racing so problematic? Explained in under 2 minutes. 1. Painful training devices. Whips aren't effective, as a horse's performance is mainly influenced by genetics and rider skill, and yet they continue to be used. In 2008, a horse hemorrhaged around her eye because of whip misuse. They are also forced to wear pieces of elastic wrapped tightly around their tongue to keep them in place during a race, which is uncomfortable and can cause permanent injury. Spurs are also used, which exert sharp pressure when the jockey squeezes or kicks the horse. A device called a jigger, which delivers painful electric shocks, has been made illegal, but in 2013, PETA documented that top trainers continue to use them. 2. Loneliness. Horses are herd animals that naturally live in large groups, but in races they spend up to 23 hours a day in a stall and don't get to enjoy the freedom and the company of others, which affects their mental health. 3. Injury and slaughter. Some racehorses die soon after a race due to heart failure or bleeding in the lungs resulting from overexertion. Non-fatal injuries cause considerable pain and lead to bone injury and fatigue. Horses also suffer at the hands of their trainers. In 2018, the Grand National's winning jockey was previously given a 4-day racing ban after being caught punching a horse in the head. He was still celebrated for his win, and this abuse was overlooked. Any horses who don't win races or who stop winning races often face horrific live export journeys to Canada, Mexico, or Japan to be slaughtered for cheap meat. Some are killed at just 5 or 6 years old, even though they could live to be beyond 30. 4. Doping. Despite being illegal, horses are often drugged to improve performance. Some drugs mask pain and fail to prevent further injury, whilst others cause unexpected adverse side effects. The misuse of cobalt, for example, thickens their blood and causes heart and nerve problems. 5. Racing immature horses. Horses are forced to begin racing when they're very young. Injuries, lameness, and exhaustion are common in young racehorses. 6. Lack of enforceable standards and regulation. There are no mandatory welfare standards for racehorses and organisations, and practices that cause pain, injury, suffering, and distress will continue. How can you help? Don't go and watch live horse racing or give these organisations your money. Alternatively, you can support organisations to ensure that racing regulations are reformed and enforced. Although it can never be entirely safe for the animals, a zero-tolerance drug policy, a ban on whipping, competitive racing only after their 3rd birthdays, and other reforms would make a huge difference to the animals.